Babushka.
What is up, everyone? We're the fucking Boys in the Bathroom. This is the Boys in the Bathroom podcast, uncensored edition, because we ain't got no teachers. Today, we are joined by me, myself, and I. I'm Aidan. You guys know me.
Sorry.
What? Yeah. Then we got that boy.
Uncensored?
Yeah, this is uncensored. We can do
I
it.
think we should.
He's not here. His name's not going to be in the description.
I was just making a joke.
His name's not going to be in the description. I think we should.
Ali, censor every time he says.
Well, I think his name should still be in the description.
It so will be.
No, we put who's in the episode in the description.
That's fair. That is fair.
Was
We
I
did
not
that
in the
with-
description of episode 2?
You were because you were in the pod. You were in there for a little bit.
You were. He is correct. Anywho,
Uncensored edition.
I'm the
Uncensored.
editor. It's my choice.
Yeah. So go ahead. Go ahead. It is your choice. But anyways, yeah, I'm Aidan. We got that boy.
Daniel.
me.
Yeah, we got Daniel, and then we got that boy.
Ali.
Jesus
Hello, I'm
Christ.
Cameron.
We got Cameron. We got Danny, Cameron, and me. You know, as the three boys of this
And that's it.
podcast.
Yeah.
And joined today is this one.
Editor Ali.
See, on my screen, you're pointing to nothing.
Yeah, but to everyone who watches the podcast, I'm pointing to you.
Okay.
Okay. But anyways,
Yeah, we got Ali.
Yeah, Haven's been able to make it this episode due
Yeah.
to college.
college.
He moved up
Yeah.
to his dorm for the first time, and he has
He
a lot
doesn't
of
have
shit
stuff
to
set
do.
up yet, so he
So,
couldn't
like,
make it.
This is the first day he's been up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
You
we're not
got
gonna
your
have-
editor instead.
But we have the editor, and we were supposed to have Daniel's brother. If I don't know if we mentioned it on the podcast.
I think
Yeah,
we
this
did
is-
mention it last week.
I don't think we
Uh,
mentioned who it was, but we mentioned that we had a guest.
I don't
know.
know. Something like that. We were supposed to have Daniel's brother, but he couldn't make it anymore. So
And
I'm the
also,
second choice.
No, you were the first
No.
choice for next season, but we bumped you up.
yeah.
There's a
This
waiting
season.
Yeah. So and this will be the last guest of the season.
yes, this will be
season
the
one.
Whoa.
last guest until a while.
Season 2, episode 2.
Yeah,
Probably.
season 2, episode 2. Right now we're on
Yep.
season 1, episode 15.
Pretty
This
crazy,
one
right?
is Going Commando.
Yes. It took a long time for you to actually say the title.
Yeah, you know,
Uh,
since this is uncensored edition, you know,
Maybe.
because fuck
If
it.
it's actually if it does get censored, then that's
Then this
because
is going to be a
Ali
really weird joke.
is
Yeah, it's
well,
not really even a joke. It's just gonna be a lot of quacking noises.
It's just going to be sad.
yes.
Quack, 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 quack,
Quack,
quack.
quack, quack.
So
Which
For
is
the
before,
okay.
record, this is just root beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just to say Daniel is not drinking underage.
It is Dad's root beer.
Yes. So before we go into recommended media, Ali, if you want to say a little bit about yourself to the people watching.
Who are
Tell
you?
us who you are.
I'm Allie,
Cool.
She's
and
Allie.
I am the editor of The Boys in the Bathroom, and also the editor of Roasted on YouTube.
TTV Roasted by T on
On
Twitch.
everything else.
Yeah,
YouTube, Facebook Live.
Minecraft.
Yes.
and my nickname is Lady Bro,
Yeah, she's the
but
official.
I don't like to stream or be part of podcast. That's why I picked up the editing job.
But now you're on the podcast.
So
Mm.
yes. Yeah. If you're wondering why, maybe earlier in the season you're like, oh wait, I thought Aidan was editing. He was, but he got
Didn't work
busy.
out. That
He
didn't
got
work.
busy with work. So
It didn't
So
work.
I was
Allie.
a good friend and a good girl.
yes.
I don't
To
know how to
clarify.
speak.
To clarify, Aidan and Ali are a couple. Just for the-
Cool.
Hey.
Um,
I don't know which way to go because
And you're not
I don't
even
know.
you're not even near the edge of the screen. Now you are.
you just kissed blackness.
Yeah.
But anyway, for me, this is a mess of an intro. Anywho, when is it
When
not?
isn't this a mess of an
I was
intro?
gonna say, I think this is one of our better intros.
Yeah.
Me
It's
review.
because I'm
Anywho,
here.
yes. All right, Daniel. We had a
Wait,
we would
did Ali even actually talk about herself?
enough. I don't
I
know.
said that I was the editor.
Oh, that's all you're gonna say? Okay.
I mean, what else do you want me to say? I can tell
Whatever
my
you
whole
want.
adoption story.
No.
You don't have to. You can
You
if you want to. You can tell us about yourself.
We do not have the time for the adoption story.
Yeah, no one cares right now.
We care, but not for the podcast. That's another day.
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
All right, so Dan,
Yeah.
tell us again.
Yes.
What did you recommend and why?
Well,
Before
I
Daniel
recommend-
goes on,
Okay.
if you guys haven't
Okay.
seen last podcast episode,
podcast.
Daniel recommended an album to us for us to listen. And if you haven't watched that episode, go and watch that. And if you haven't watched the episode before, go and watch that. Basically, start from the beginning if you haven't watched it.
Get caught up.
Yeah.
Around.
Don't just jump in. You don't even
It's
know
like-
why this is the uncensored version. You don't know why.
You don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we did kind of explain in the beginning, since Haven's not here. But
Yeah, a
Fine.
little bit.
But if this is their first episode, they don't know why it's censored with Haven.
that is fair.
They don't know who Haven is.
Haven
We
is
don't know who Haven is.
Yeah, I don't know who he is. He's
a
weird. He's just an
mysterious
anime-
figure.
He's just an anime. It's a little strange.
And
Anywho. Daniel.
Anywho, so last podcast I recommended an album called Disease by a band named Beartooth.
Very edgy.
Very edgy.
Edgy man.
This is one of my favorite bands of all time, and it's what I think is their best album. Most people would say it's not, but I think it is.
Cool.
But yeah, it's a lot of the songs on the record mean a lot to me, and I wanted to see what you guys think about it, so I recommended it.
Whoa.
Cool.
Yeah.
So normally what we do, Ali, I mean, you know, we go down the list. So it'll go Aidan, then you, then me, and then
I don't know why Cam always ends up last.
because I'm at the bottom, and then you guys, and we'll do the overall rating of like out of 10 from top down.
Yeah, and
And we have Haven's rating.
yeah,
which we'll say
Aiden
we-
knows Haven's score,
And-
so
Yeah. So he'll talk about that
What's the rating?
out of 10.
1 through
just
10,
like
yeah,
how
yeah.
much you like out of
10 being the
So-
best.
album.
Okay.
what we'll do is we'll run through it first, and you just say what you think about the album, and then after everyone has said what they think, we'll go back through the list, and then you say your like rating out of 10.
Oh,
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll start this off.
Go for it.
I didn't hate it,
Good.
but I did not love it.
I didn't think you would.
No. Last episode you said that there were probably going to be a couple songs that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
There weren't.
Really?
But there weren't
That's-
any songs that I didn't like, you know? They're all kind of
Okay.
just like,
In the middle.
yeah, they're like, eh. Like, I'd listen to them if you guys were in the car wanting to listen to them. I wouldn't be, yeah. I
That
wouldn't
seems to
be
be a,
by myself listening to this album, except for
It's a very,
whenever I
very
did.
Aiden answer.
That is a very
Yeah.
Aiden answer.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Fair enough.
Cam and I were talking a little bit ago about we didn't talk about what he thinks, just
No.
about what we think
held
you would
back.
have said. And
There's like 3 songs.
him and I both agreed that you probably would have liked Believe and Clever the most.
I didn't really pay
Yeah.
attention to the titles of
Yeah.
them,
Those
but
were like
nothing
the,
really like stood out to me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
They are
Alright.
similar sounding.
There
Sure.
were songs that I enjoyed more than others, but I just don't remember what they were.
That's fair.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. All right,
Okay,
Allie, what do you
Ali.
think?
loved it. I've been like getting more into that type of music. Like in the past, I haven't really listened to that much of that kind, but whenever I started being friends with you guys and everything, it kind of that's when it all switched over. So I really liked it. I added it to my playlist officially, But my favorite song would be Believe, and I also like Disease, and I liked Used and Abused. Those are like my top 3. But it's really good. I listened to it like 3 times already.
And you just were asked to listen to it today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just found out about it today. It reminds
right.
me of Brain Pain, and I really liked that.
Yeah, it has some
Yeah.
similarity. Are they the same genre technically? Or are they similar genres? I forget what.
I mean,
they're-
Beartooth is considered more of a hardcore punk band,
And then for your
whereas
songs, they pop punk or something. Is that what they're called?
For Your Strong is, for the most part, like classified as a pop punk band.
Yes,
if I go on
but
their
punk.
Wikipedia page, it says pop punk, melodic
Also-
hardcore, and easycore.
Happy 20th birthday! I think it's 20th, right? Wikipedia's birthday was this past week, I think.
20 years of over 1 billion edits. Yep. Happy birthday,
Jesus
Wikipedia.
Christ.
Thank you, Wikipedia. You do
It
God's
seems
work.
like there should be a lot more than just a billion edits.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But who knows?
But
Is
yeah,
that
they
what
are
you-
similar bands, to answer your
Okay.
question.
Is that what you had to say, Ali?
Yeah.
All right. So I have a few things to say.
Let's hear 'em.
Okay. So about this album, I think there's a few songs that I put on I downloaded. Those are Greatness or Death, Use and Abuse and Clever. And then the rest of this album for me was like, let me see, I rated them out of 10, but I had like to the 10th decimal place to make it like easy for me to discern. I don't know what the word I'm thinking is, but you know what I mean. Try to
Determine
separate.
what's better or not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to like kind of
so
separate them.
There's like 4 songs on here that like are almost where I want them to be in terms of downloadable songs, but they're just not there for me.
All right. Quick
I mean,
question: what are the 3 worst in terms of your rating?
3 worst in my ratings. Well, my lowest is Believe with 5. I did not like that song. Then After All with 6, and then I gave a 6.3 to You Never Know.
Okay.
I don't know. I just didn't vibe with them that much.
Okay.
But yeah, I liked Use and Abuse, Clever, Greatness or Death. I do like the heavier aspects that they brought, but I didn't like some of the lighter aspects, or there's times when I wish they were heavier in certain points. I like the breakdown. Their breakdowns, like when they got heavy, were pretty good. Like Use and Abuse, I think Enemy had a really good breakdown. But my least favorite part about the album is the transition from the breakdown to the last chorus. I hate that breakdown. Like that.
Really?
That's yes. I hate how it goes from Metallica, Pantera-esque breakdown to a very light chorus, and it's I don't know. I wish it would smoothly transition better. Because I think a good example of that transitions from Use and Abuse, I think they have a really good transition into the chorus again. But overall, it's not. I definitely enjoyed some parts, and there's some parts I wish that are like they're close. If I listen to it more, maybe I'll have a few more songs. But it's definitely, I'd say, a solid album. And similarly to what I've said to other albums, it's good music, just not fully my thing, but it's closer to my type of music. So.
All right.
That's the most I've said in a long time about any recommended me yet, because I had some things to say.
Yeah.
Well,
all right. I mean, if I had to pick out like my heavy hitters for the album, it would probably be Disease. I mean, obviously, I think like this album for me is like flawless, but I think the best are Disease, Fire, Bad Listener, After All, Manipulation, and Used and Abused.
So half the album.
Basically.
Okay,
like,
fair enough.
Like, I just think those are the best. Anyway,
what
do y'all think? Out of 10. Or wait, yeah, what did Haven think?
Out of 10, what he said.
I'll tell you guys after.
Oh,
No,
he just
say it now.
did he just give a rating?
Yeah, he just gave a rating.
Okay, well, we'll start with Haven.
Sorry.
Okay, he said that he really liked it. He gave it a 9 out of 10.
I kind of expected that.
I expected a little lower, but
Well,
cool.
I'll be a little lower. Only because none of these songs actually stuck out to me. Like, if there were a couple that I was like, "Ooh, I like this song. I'll add it," or "This is my favorite song on the on."
On pop.
I was gonna say on the podcast, on the
This
album.
is my favorite song.
No,
on
there
the
weren't
podcast.
anything like that. So,
So like, if you had to name a favorite song, you probably couldn't.
no, none of them stuck
Okay.
out. So I didn't even look at the titles. I just let it play.
Mhm.
I'd rate this 4.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Solely because there weren't anything that stuck out.
Okay. That's fair. Allie, what you think?
10 out of 10, obviously. I really, really liked it. And, like, us talking about it honestly makes me want to listen to it again. But podcast, so.
I remember. I think I
I'm
forget which
tempted to
day it
hit
was.
play on Spotify right now.
There's a few days ago. I think it was just me and Allie on Discord, and I was like, I forget we were talking about something related to the podcast, and I was like, you'd like the album that Daniel's recommended.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
Here and behold, I was right. It's 10 out of 10. For me, if you guys know my grading scale, a 7 is like I like this, and I download stuff, like more stuff, and then like anything below 6 is like it's okay, and then anything below is not great. I give this a 6.5 because I feel like overall this entire album for me is just like there's a few songs I like, and then like I just wish that there's something missing for me to give it that 7. So
Okay.
I give it 6.5 out of
Okay.
10.
And then,
So yeah,
I mean,
you're a
obviously,
10 out of 10.
I recommended it. It's not an 11 out of 10, but it is
Mm.
a 10 out of 10.
I hope you know,
Whoa.
Dan, if there ever is a tie in the finale bracket, reducing your 11 to 10s. Just if it
Well,
comes
or
down
just
to
make all of them out of like 41.
that's fair as well. Whatever. Anyhow, you guys don't even know anything about that. You'll learn about that in episode 17 a little.
Probably not even.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You'll probably
Anyhow.
learn about that when it happens.
Yes. That's fair. So moving on.
So-
We went into a top 5. I know back-to-back weeks crazy.
Oh, yeah, shit. We have that.
Quick
Yes, we
math,
do.
it seems like you got like a 7 out of 10 on that album.
Of average.
Yeah. About.
Yeah.
I think.
Quick maths.
Quick maths.
Well, that's 21 divided by 3 is 7, yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, not about math class. We're not here for math. We're here for top 5 artists of right now. So we all wrote down our top 5 artists with at most 2 honorable mentions. I didn't because I just haven't listened to many different artists recently. But so what we'll do, you guys know who's watching since the last episode, which was top 5 YouTubers. Same thing. We'll go down the list. We'll say our top.
We're gonna
artists.
say all of our.
We'll go like everyone says their 5th. Everyone
Well,
says their
honorable
4th.
mentions.
Honorable
Yeah,
mentions. Everybody's gonna say their honorable mentions. Just
But yeah.
blah 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 blah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then 5, 4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we'll go 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, and so on.
Yeah, you guys know it. If you haven't
Yeah.
known it, go back
Go
and
back
watch them.
You already said it. Why are you still
God,
here?
why are you still here? Leave. We'll
What
give
are
you
you
time.
doing?
Go ahead. Go search
Go
it up. Go.
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 We'll wait.
We don't want you here.
We do, though. Just not yet.
Not yet. All
Come
right.
back when you
So,
welcome back. I'm glad you made it back.
yeah,
Good to
welcome
see you
back.
again.
And if you haven't actually left yet, leave.
And go watch the other stuff.
Even if you have like watched all of our episodes, take a break. Go get some water.
Rest your eyes.
Get some food.
Just close your eyes while we talk about this, maybe even.
Go to the bathroom and listen to us, because it's
Please
a
don't
time.
jack
It's-
off to us. That's weird.
Hey, I won't question what you do. It would be very weird if you were,
Just don't tell us that you do.
yes, because it would be somewhat illegal at the moment, considering Aidan is underage. So,
Yes.
Don't do that. Anywho, let's get off this
Would
topic.
that be
and get
illegal?
Let's
back-
move
I don't
on.
All right. So let's just
We got a top 5.
top 5 artists.
Right now.
So my 2 honorable mentions. I got AC/DC and Eminem.
All right,
Those are my 2 honorable mentions.
Allie. You got any honorable mentions?
I didn't know that I was supposed to have an
You don't have
honorable
to.
It's okay.
mentions,
You
but
don't.
I
You don't
think
need
of
to have
one.
them.
I thought of one. So
Go for it.
I'm going to say Dua Lipa. I think that's how you
Dua
pronounce
Lipa.
her last. Dua Lipa.
Dulupa.
Dulapa.
I don't really listen to like any full albums of her, but like
Did the
a good
fool
couple
one
of her
day.
songs are like big
No.
bops. Then another honorable mention would be Miley Cyrus, just because of her new recent album. I really like.
There's some good shit on there.
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised Daniel checked it out?
It actually,
What?
it's not a bad album.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's all like harder stuff.
Yeah,
She found her genre.
she definitely has a voice for rock, I think.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Anyway.
Dan.
My honorable mentions are... Sorry, I wrote them on a napkin. I can't see them that well. My honorable mentions... my first one is Termina. They're a metalcore band. If you know the YouTuber Nick Nocturnal, he's in that band. The next one is a band named Haken.
There's multiple pronunciations of each of these, so.
Yeah, they're a progressive rock / progressive metal band.
All right.
But yeah,
Cameron, do you have any?
pop into them?
I mean, not really, but I'll just throw in one. System of a Down, just for their newest 2 drops that they did a while back. We talked about it with the episode with Shane in it. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean,
All right.
It's been a while, but still, I put them there.
That's fair.
All right, let's get down to the actual tiers. Not tiers, ratings. Not even ratings.
Start crying.
Number 5.
Burger
So for number 5 for me,
Flash.
okay. Number 5 for me, I got Chicago.
Chicago.
Mainly because
Chicago.
Then
Any
your turn.
elaboration?
Just like Chicago.
Fair.
You do have a tattoo of Chicago on your arm.
Yeah.
Cool city.
So
It is a good city. It's a big city.
They got some
They got
good
some
deep dish pizza.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Allie, what's your number 5?
my number 5 is Hollywood Undead.
What?
I was thinking
Because
about
the Hollywood
having
Dad
them,
are great.
but I
Undead
didn't.
are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dan.
All right, my number 5
You
is
could've-
Joyner Lucas,
Interesting.
which is a deviation from my usual music. If you know me, he's a rapper, and
Whoa.
not his newest album, but 2 albums ago, he had an album called ADHD. I've been having that on quite frequently. It is very good.
Imagine if you accidentally burn your napkin in your candle. No.
Go ahead, Cameron. Go ahead, Cameron.
I like how Dan could have typed it, but he just said no napkin. But yeah,
I
my
mean,
number 5.
It was there, you know.
Yeah. So was your laptop. Number 5 for me. Right now, Slipknot, even though they're probably my number 2 of all time, they're number 5 of right now because I really haven't listened to them a lot recently, but I still like a lot of their stuff. Yes. That's if you don't know Slipknot, go check them out. Go check out all these artists.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we have to say. Go check them out. You probably won't like a lot of it, but you might like some things that some
If you
people
like
say.
pop music,
Yeah.
you'll like mine.
If you
Like
like
classic
metal.
stuff, you like mine. Pop,
You
you
like
like
metal.
hers. If you like softer metal, you got Daniel. And if you just like if you like Daniel
No.
stuff but want more, there's Cameron's stuff.
No, that's not. That's actually flipped, honestly.
Yeah.
If you
I don't know.
New metal, you like my stuff, but if you like
Cam
a lot
listens
more
to a lot
genres,
of like the big names, whereas
That's
I've
not-
been
I listen to a lot of the same
All
genre.
right, whatever.
You listen to more genres.
Sure.
Four.
Number 4. So for me, I got ELO, Electric
Hello.
Light Orchestra.
That's what that stands for.
No.
I thought it stand for Electric Light
Light
Orchestra.
Okay. Yeah. They're also just good music. people.
They're classic rock too.
They're
Forget.
both
Or are they just an orchestra?
ELO
They're
and
kind of-
Chicago are like orchestra.
Classic.
Well, ELO is kind of like a mix between like pop at the time and classic rock
Yeah, but no, I just mean
and
like
orchestral.
how Chicago's set up. They're both like the same. They're both a really big group.
Fair. So is Slipknot, but not that big,
Well,
probably.
No, it's like they have an orchestra.
Oh well, Slipknot has 9 members. That's pretty big for a metal band.
I mean, that kind of is, yeah. All right, go ahead, Allie. What's your number 4?
It's pretty big for any modern band.
My number 4 is Melanie Martinez. Her music is very different in a way, by like her lyrics are like weird, but like the meaning behind them is like very deep and very important to me. So
Deep. Very cool, very cool.
The
Never
cool
heard
big
anything
names.
from her, I don't think. Maybe like once or twice.
Yeah. All right.
Gosh.
My number 4 is a band named Seven Dust, who, for the most part, is a new metal band from 2003.
Hell yeah.
But lately, their stuff hasn't been so much new metal. It's just kind of been hard rock, and I've been listening to a lot of that lately.
2-year-old Daniel in the crib, just like, oh yeah, I love this 2003 metal.
This shit bangs.
Change my
Yeah,
diaper,
okay.
Karen. Go ahead, Cameron.
Alright. My number 4, Daniel, this is gonna completely debunk your theory of I listen to bigger names. Edema was also a new metal band in the 2000s.
Who?
Edema.
Dude, I know them.
Name 3 songs right now. Starts breaking up guitar.
The Star Spangled
D-
Banner.
Go ahead, Aidan.
All right. Number 3. I got Queen. Cause it's Queen.
I have a
Wow.
tattoo of them.
Only one person on this list or group has actually did anything recently.
I thought you were gonna say
Interesting.
isn't in your tattoo. I was like, okay, so
I
I can narrow it down
mean,
to like 7 bands.
There are 2 people on this list that I don't have tattoo. 3 people actually.
I
One
mean,
person I will be getting soon.
Ooh, a Mustang.
Oh,
Didn't hear
dude,
that.
stop it, dude. Good, Allie.
What?
Okay.
You stopped ruining my band. God.
Sorry.
Okay, what was
Good,
it?
Alex.
Corvette.
My third,
Shut up, Aidan.
okay. My third is Billie Eilish.
William Eyelash.
She's great, love her. But I have other people that I've listened to longer than her that I like, so she gets third.
Fair.
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 My number 3 spot goes to the band Ailstorm. Now, if you don't know Ailstorm, they're a pirate metal band. So they say arg a lot. But they came out with a new album that I've been listening to a lot lately, and it's really good.
Oh, is it called Shipwreck?
No,
No,
it's called The
that's
Curse
not-
of the... oh, crap, what is it? It's The Curse of the Crystal
That's an Amy
Coconut.
Schumer movie.
It's called The Curse of the Crystal Coconut.
Is it
And,
actually?
see,
Okay.
the fun thing about pirate metal bands is that they can sing about just anything and make it amazing. Like, there's a chorus of one of their songs that's just wooden leg, wooden leg, wooden leg.
Arg.
That sounds that's fair.
And it's
you
one of
holding
my
up your
favorite
peg
songs
leg?
off the album. It's just, check them out.
It wasn't
It's
a pirate
hilarious.
band.
It was yours.
All right, so number 3, you podcast listeners, you'll know this the band by now. 13, another really small band. They only just got 1,000 followers on or subscribers on YouTube like this past month. and they've been around for 4 years, but they came out with an album in October. It was recommended by me a long time ago from this episode. It's been a while, but yeah, they're my number 3 of right now.
All right. Moving on to the number 2 spot.
Oh, I was so confused. I started hearing like breathing, and I didn't realize that I accidentally played a song by 13. I was just checking Spotify to see what their monthly listeners are. Here, their monthly listeners are only at 814.
I know they're small bands.
And Cameron's like 70 of them.
I'm not on Spotify.
He's not on Spotify.
I'm an
Exactly, dude.
But yeah, Guardian Angel off their new album started playing. I was just like, what the fuck is that?
Okay. All right, moving on
Anyway.
to the number 2 spot. This band I can thank solely because of that one.
Again, who's that? I don't know.
It's
It's
Allie.
me.
It's Allie. Yeah. They just released an album like last week or something like that. It is Why Don't We?
Yay.
Yeah. It's not really what I listen to at all, but
You sound ashamed
I
of
do.
this too.
because it's like nothing that I listen to is compared to them.
The boy
You can
band.
Yeah, it's
It's
a boy band. Yeah.
It's a
Hey,
boy
I
band.
like Justin Timberlake sometimes.
Aiden's a stan.
Be a fan, though.
They have some good music.
Fair enough. Never heard of him, but
Yeah.
well,
I was
except for
gonna
Billy.
do Why
Aiden, I'm
Don't We for
expecting
my
to see-
recommended media, but
Okay. Dan? What?
Aiden, I'm expecting to see BTS as your next band.
No.
No, that's Haven.
Yeah, that is Haven.
No, not actually though.
No,
Yeah,
guys, come on. The
yeah,
people
like-
that don't know who Haven is, we can't hint at who Haven
Oh
is.
shoot! It's like the Incredible Hulk. Who is that? I haven't seen him. Before.
Who the fuck is the Incredible Hulk?
Who knows?
What are you
Who
guys
the
talking about?
I don't know. Who's that green man? Anyhow,
Big Green Giant. Is that the Jolly Green Giant?
I eat his green beans all day long. Don't take that sexually.
Okay, go ahead, Allie. What's
All
your
right,
number
Allie,
two?
what's your?
my second is Panic at the Disco.
Ah, sorry.
Just Panic at the Disco.
Flip it on a scroll.
My number 2 spot goes to a band named Powerwolf. This is a band that I used to
All right,
frequent
Cameron.
back whenever I was in freshman year of high school.
Dude,
and lately
that
I've
was
just been
4
going back.
years ago.
Oh, don't mention it.
Correct.
Don't mention it, please.
But
You're
anyway,
a freshman again. Freshman.
I've just been going back to them, listening to a lot of their stuff lately.
God,
It's,
imagine being freshman. Couldn't relate.
It's freaking good.
All right, my number 2. You see this shirt right here? See that shirt?
That's a sweatshirt. I can't see what your shirt.
It says
Says-
rock.
Yes, N-Rock. No, Corn. My number 2. My number 1 of all time, but number 2 of now. And you'll see why later on.
I don't see why.
Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Because your number 1 is Slipknot, right?
I already said that.
He already mentioned Slipknot.
Listen
I
to
know,
me.
who his
Paying
num-
attention.
I know who his number 1 is, but
You
I
do.
probably know.
Yeah,
that,
I do.
Maybe. I don't know. All right.
Go ahead.
My number 1 is and probably will always be Jim Croce.
you spin him just constantly.
The
Huh?
OG recommended media.
Literally anytime, like I have him
So-
set on alerts in the car. Anytime this name pops up, I click. Just boop.
Sirius XM. Yeah, that's fair. The first album that Aidan ever recommended.
The
First
Well,
album, yeah.
But yeah, this is the guy that I was talking about. He's probably gonna be my next band tattoo. Is Jim Croce.
Don't you have to make
Yeah,
a
Yeah,
logo
I'm
of
gonna be
him, though?
making a tattoo for him because there really isn't that many good things that I could.
Yeah, you just get like his face on your arm.
Yeah.
Dude, oh, never mind.
Yoshi.
It'll come up again later.
What's
Alright.
coming up again?
Go ahead, Ali. What's your number 1?
Number 1 is Why Don't We? Because I love them. And I have been a fan of them since they were very small. And now they are getting really big, hopefully. They did just come out with a new album, The Good Times and the Bad Ones. And it's their first album that they were able to write and produce all by themselves without like a record label
They're big boy.
holding them kind of thing and like directing them what they have to write, so they were able to kind of write an album that truly represents them. So it's great.
Album that they wanted to write.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
My number one.
How don't you know what your number one is off the top of your head?
I don't know.
He wants to be dramatic.
You better burn it now.
So mine. Damn it. I was just gonna hope for it to just fall there. And anyway, my number one is a tie between Beartooth, which we already discussed, and Orbit Culture.
Choose right now.
If you had to choose
Orbit Culture. But then I'd just move a whole bunch of my list. Anyway, Orbit Culture, I believe, is a Swedish. It might be. Anyway, they're from Europe. They're a death metal band. They're great.
They kill people.
They don't kill people. That's black metal.
Yeah.
Huh?
Black metal. People who listen to black metal tend to burn down churches. Yeah.
Racist.
Hey.
All right, Cameron, what's your number one?
Alright, my
Cam's number one is Tala.
Shut up! You're ruining it. You're gonna get kicked and banned. My number one, been mentioned on the podcast many times, was also recommended on the same week that I recommended 13 by Shane. It's Tala, as Daniel said rudely. When you get back here, I'm gonna slap you upside your head for saying.
You'll probably forget.
Stealing my thing. Dude, Aidan, what are you doing with that?
Yo, dude, stop
you can see
looking.
it crack.
What?
You can see his ass crack.
Not directly.
You
Anyway.
can't.
You could earlier.
Ta-da.
Your fucking head is gonna be in the way of it.
Anywho.
No,
yeah,
not
Tala.
now. Just in general.
It's,
What are you talking about?
Tala. Since October, when it was recommended, I think mid-October, I haven't stopped listening to a song off their album like almost every day. I still listen to at least one song, usually Placenta. And Red Light's my
Cameron's
my
just
new-
vibing with the placenta over there.
Dude, Placenta's a great song. But you know, I mean that's my number one. But that was the top 5.
That was the top 5.
It took 40 minutes, but we did get there.
Well, I wonder whose fault that was. That would take 40 minutes.
That was not 40 minutes.
Other things.
No, the whole podcast was 40 minutes so far.
yeah, of course.
Oh.
Why did you
That
say
probably
that?
took 25.
Well,
All right,
Anyway.
moving on. We got a tier
cheesy.
list, but we got a little
Bubble
mix
butt.
up this time. Instead of it being an actual tier list, we have an alignment chart. Which, if you guys don't know what an alignment chart is, because why would you? You are about to see.
Oh,
It's this thing.
Oh, that is very small on my screen.
Small.
Oh, there you
That
go.
is, you're on your phone. That is fair. Oh.
It's so shaky.
Why is it shaky?
Hang on, I gotta try to find.
Why is it either super long or just like normal?
Because
That could be
it's on my
taken out
side
of context.
monitor. All right,
Oh.
so
Well,
yeah,
then just, make the window smaller.
that's what I did with that.
No, you can fucking drag it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That works. There we go.
Good job.
There we go.
Um,
That's all the cheeses.
There's 30
1, 2,
cheeses?
3, 4, 5, 5.
No.
Not 23, is it?
That's
7.
7.
That's
I'm
28.
lactose
No,
intolerant.
that's 35.
It's 35 cheeses.
Yeah.
Aiden, do you know what all these cheeses are?
No.
Me either.
So we're going off purely based on look for some of these.
Yes.
I
For
think we
most
should
of
only
them.
do the ones that we actually know, so we won't be spending too much time just talking about cheeses.
All right.
Well,
So,
you brought it on
up,
yourself.
up first, we got craft singles.
Oh, I hate that. I
So-
hate those.
Where are you guys saying?
Craft
Overrated.
singles, I'd say that they're overrated and put them almost in the worst.
Yeah,
Like
big
here?
overrated.
No, I'd put them
I'd
further.
say
Yeah, like there.
I see. At this point, I don't think they're overrated because I think some people hate them so much. I would say for me, I think it's like middle in terms of how good it actually is, but it's like slightly overrated.
So fake.
All right, so it's gonna
Yeah, it's
go
plastic.
about here then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what that is.
So, yeah, we don't know what that is.
I can't tell. Never had it. I can tell you that much. Actually, I probably have one.
What does
I
that
think
say?
I think
Baby
so.
Swiss?
Baby,
Baby
Bell.
Bell?
Dude, Baby Bell
No,
cheese.
the one next to it.
No.
Oh,
It
actually,
might be.
Oh no. All right, Baby Bell.
Bell.
Baby Bell.
I hate Baby Bell. With a passion.
best.
Okay,
Overrated.
They aren't overrated or
Overrated.
underrated. They're just the best.
Overrated.
I've had it once. I think they are overrated, but I do think they're better than they are worse.
They're just the
so
best.
More towards the
They're
right.
so good.
They're so bad.
They're
I think
so
slightly
good.
to the right, but more towards overrated, but not more overrated than Kraft. Less than Kraft, but like.
So that's where I am getting an average of you.
Wait, hold up. Cam, what did you say for flavor? Worst or best?
It's better than it is worst, but it's more overrated
So-
than it is overrated.
So Daniel was up here, Allie was down there. So you guys are in the middle for that. Then Cameron put it slightly towards the best. All right, next
Hey,
up,
It's
out of
decent.
all the moldy cheeses, we're just gonna say this one is blue cheese.
Okay.
Blue cheese, it depends.
Hate it.
Well,
I
no cheese.
hate a lot of cheese. So
Blue cheese dressing ain't bad. But if we're talking just straight cheese, if you're eating
Straight
just
blue cheese.
it's the worst and it's overrated.
yeah.
I think it is closer to Kraft in both regards. It's overrated, but it's also not great. But I think it's like kind of like touching Kraft.
I don't understand how you guys think blue cheese is overrated because so many people hate it.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people
I
that
know
like
so
it, they're
many
like,
people that love blue cheese.
I know.
just
Yeah,
like,
I know so
you know,
many
I
people
like
who
blue
really
cheese.
like it.
I
they
feel
always
like
say,
blue
"Oh, it
cheese
smells
is like
bad."
quintessential dad cheese. You know, like
That's
if you're
fair.
a dad, you like blue cheese.
I don't think you know what quintessential dad cheese is, Daniel.
All right, next up, that looks like mozzarella.
Anywho,
Ooh.
which one?
Shredded
I mean-
mozzarella is great.
This is
Mozzarella.
like
Just
Ball-
any,
straight
I mean,
mozzarella.
all straights mozzarella.
It's the best.
These are the
Not
tiny
overrated or
balls that
underrated.
you pair
It's just
with
the
like
best.
crackers.
I mean, I never had those, but I'm
You
assuming
have
I would
had
like
them.
them.
We had them
Oh.
at the band banquet. Whenever.
Oh yeah,
last
we
time
did.
had
They
band
had
banquet.
like olive
But
oil.
I didn't. Who said I ate them?
I think you did.
Mhm.
Who's this?
All right, whatever. Where are you guys rating it?
Almost all the way.
Definitely
to the
more.
best.
Yeah, but not all
The
the way.
best?
I
Oh,
think
No, I
I-
don't
No,
think
just
it's the
Daniel.
best.
Just Daniel. We got to do
Oh,
this
just me?
one on one, one at a time.
Almost all the way to the best.
All right. Overrated,
Yeah, like-
underrated.
I don't really think it's overrated or underrated. It's just
All
kind
right,
of like
Allie.
I think
about it.
okay.
I don't think it's overrated or underrated. But I would put it like right before the word best.
All right,
or
so
like-
it's gonna go like right in the middle.
Yeah.
All right, Daniel.
Yeah,
Cameron.
I'd say it's in terms of best or worst, it belongs right there, but I believe it's more towards the overrated side because I don't know, it doesn't have as much of a taste as I wish it had. Sometimes it's kind of
Sure.
All right.
it's more of a blander cheese.
Next
than other-
up, looking like we got sharp cheddar.
I don't like any cheddar. So
Sad.
I'd put it a little bit under mozzarella, and I'd put it completely all the way to the top of overrated. Just so many people love cheddar, and I mean it's good, but I don't get it.
I
right.
hate
Um,
cheddar.
I think I think it's. I think it should be in terms of overrated. I think it's good where it is in terms of like best or worst, like kind of in between Baby Bell and best. Or sorry, that's not best. That's mozzarella. And then, but I think it should be moved down a little bit from overrated. It's not as overrated. I think it's like slightly above blue cheese in overratedness.
All right,
So
Ellie.
yeah,
It is terrible and it is super overrated.
sure.
That's where I
That
was
seems
thinking
good.
that's landing.
That
All
seems
right.
good.
Next up, we got Colby Jack cheese.
Colby Jack. Colby Jack's good.
I haven't had like any cheese because I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't know how these
See,
taste.
I'm lactose intolerant, but I just deal with the consequences.
Colby Jack is my favorite cheese.
I'd probably put it a little bit above Baby
Aidan,
Bell.
when I asked you earlier, you said mozzarella or Parmesan is your favorite cheese.
That's whenever we were talking about just eating it straight. This
I
is
think-
Isn't that
like
what we're talking
if
about
I'm
now?
making a sandwich, I
That's all
will
we're talking
always
about,
use
okay.
Colby Jack.
All right.
Mhm. I'd put it above Baby Bell, but I'd put it like halfway to underrated. Because I feel like not enough people.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Aidan's big fat.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God it saved.
So you're saying
Hey,
here?
we'll be right back while Aiden fixes that.
Dan, you're saying here?
A little bit more underrated. Yeah, that's good.
All right.
See, for me, I think it's definitely underrated, but it's not better than cheddar. Sharp cheddar, in my opinion. No way, Jose.
Who's Jose?
That's my opinion.
What about
I don't
Jose?
know.
So
Who's supposed to be?
about there then. Allie?
I feel like I don't have a say because I've
All right,
never
that's
had
fair. All right, next up. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. What's this one?
Do the
don't
stop
know.
shaking it. I can't tell from when.
Hold up, wait, hold up, let me look. That looks like. Hold up, let me drag it onto my bigger monitor,
it.
which is also just a TV.
All right, I'm just gonna put the
Gouda?
one so we don't know just in this corner.
Okay.
That's fair.
It might be
Try to
Gouda.
tell from the picture.
Something like that.
No.
No, then this is Gouda down here.
Yeah.
No, that's.
that
I
is.
thought that was Swiss.
There's no holes.
I thought Swiss had a red.
Not all Swiss has to have holes.
But Swiss has holes.
It's on the bottom right.
Yes,
Swiss
Swiss
is
is
on
at the
the bottom.
bottom.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're
All
right.
right,
That's
so
definitely Gouda.
What are we rating this then?
I don't know what that is.
Don't know it? All right.
You haven't said-
Gouda. We're saying this is Gouda.
Gouda?
then.
Yes. Pretty sure it is. Gouda.
I'd say Gouda's right in the center, personally. You know.
All right.
For me, I'd say, I'll probably agree with that. I really don't have a say too much if it is overrated or underrated or better or worse. So it's kind of just in the middle.
All right. Allie?
I agree with the middle.
All right, so Gouda is straight
Total agree.
middle. All right. Spray cheese into can.
Cheese whiz. Woo. All right.
What are we saying?
Cheese whiz by itself is worst, and it's just like slightly, just a tad bit overrated. But on a cracker, it's actually pretty good.
All right, Allie?
Top left corner. Worst. So overrated. I hate it.
Cameron?
No, I agree with Ali.
Disgusting.
It's not cheese. It's fake cheese. Even more fake than Kraft singles.
No,
So
it
it's
tastes
fake. It's
quite
it's-
good.
It tastes fake. It tastes.
All right,
I think Kraft singles
Quite
tastes
good on
better.
a cracker.
next up.
No.
That looks
No,
like feta
it tastes
cheese.
Feta
What?
cheese? Yeah, that does
Feta.
look like feta cheese.
Oh, I hate feta.
I don't think I've ever had feta.
Really?
Oh, wait, no, I have. Wait. Yeah.
It's like the stuff you put in salad normally.
I
That's
hate
what-
the
yeah.
texture of it.
It's not.
It's Greek cheese.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Mm.
I'd put it probably touching Gouda.
Which
I
side?
don't know about overrated or underrated. No, other way. And I don't know about overrated or underrated. You know, it's just kind of there.
All right. It's very popular with like any Greek dish.
Yeah.
I- or Allie?
Go ahead, Allie.
I personally do not like it because I'm like a texture person and I just hate the texture of it.
Overrated, underrated?
Yeah, that's fine where it is.
All right.
See, I have a strong opinion on this one. This, in my opinion, is like a top 3 cheese for me. So I'd say it's really good, and I like the texture personally.
So are you saying like all the way best?
That's what I would say.
All right.
Not all the way, but like more like mozzarella. And
Where
then,
that is?
yeah, and then like underrated a little bit more, probably. That's what I'd say.
So
We're
it's gonna be
underrated,
about
underrated.
there.
All right.
Yeah.
Next up, we have chocolate cheese.
That just looks like you're trying to eat a cement block. So
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
does anybody know what this is?
That kind of looks like a cheesecake. Gonna be honest.
It's not cheesecake. No, I don't know what that is.
If it is cheesecake, best.
I think this is gorgonzola, which is basically just blue cheese, but just like
Which-
fancier.
yeah.
So we'll just put
I don't
that
think I've had
there.
it before.
Don't know. That looks like
That
a
looks.
pear.
Is that Oaxaca?
What?
You've never heard of what
Is that
Oaxaca
cream cheese?
I think
That might be cream cheese.
Let's say it's cream cheese.
We'll call it cream cheese.
I thought that's cottage cheese.
That would
That's-
not be
that could
cottage
be
cheese.
cottage.
It's like
I don't think it's
sticking up
cottage.
like ice cream.
Is cottage
Well,
cheese
what,
the bottom
what
left
cheese
one?
looks like ice cream?
I think the other, yeah.
It's bottom left.
cheese,
No,
ice
bottom
cream.
left. Like bottom left is cottage cheese. What are you looking at?
Seeing if any of these were cottage cheese.
No, I think the bottom
No.
left one is. Like on the list.
Yeah, I
on
think
the
so too.
previous left.
Yeah, I think that's just cream cheese. Well,
Okay.
where are you
I
guys
am
putting cream cheese?
traumatized by cream cheese.
What?
Traumatized.
Okay.
As a kid-
Is it a bagel problem?
As a kid, well, yeah. As a kid, I was told to get butter out of the fridge, and it was in like they described the wrapping, so I thought I found the wrapping, put it on my toast, and put it in like my I think it was like pasta, because I thought it was butter. It was not butter.
The dog with the butter.
It
Can't
was
believe it's
cream
not butter.
cheese.
You couldn't,
And
you
I
couldn't
have
believe it wasn't
Been
butter.
scarred ever
Alright.
since.
So
I was
where are you
little. I was
putting
a
it?
little kid.
Where are you
Yeah.
putting it?
Worst, the worst.
Worst,
For
overrated,
me.
underrated.
Overrated.
All the way?
Yes.
So very top corner.
Yeah.
Cream cheese is best, and it's slightly underrated.
No.
For me, I think it is.
Slightly
I agree with
underrated.
Daniel. It's also best, and I think it's in the middle. I don't think it's. I think from normal people, from what I've seen overall,
So
it's about where I'd say.
it's right behind
Normal.
mozzarella,
Middle.
pretty much.
Mozzarella.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
Hallie, your opinion was
cheese on
just
a-
thrown out of the window there.
Cream cheese on a bagel. It hits
All right,
different.
next up we got Monterey Jack, which is pepper jack
Is that not pepper
and no, it's pepper jack and
Ghost pepper jack? What the fluff is that?
Wait, how the fuck can
I
you
can see ghost pepper jack. Because I'm looking at my screen and it says I see pepper jack cheese and I'm
Yeah,
like, what is
it's over there.
GH?
all right, Monterey Jack, which is basically like pepper jack.
S tier.
All right, overrated, underrated.
I'd say underrated. I don't hear a lot of people talk about. I mean, I think most people are like starting to get pepper jack more often because I mean they're realizing
How
oh, this shit
underrated? You can't just say underrated.
underrated. You know,
Okay, Cameron.
not all the way under.
So this is my favorite cheese. It's, in my opinion, the best, and I think it is extremely underrated because the only people, if you look at restaurants, let's talk about that, right? Restaurants, like I usually just don't see pepper jack all that often unless it's like a burger place, like Burgatory, or if they, I don't. That's really the only thing I can think of that I've been to that has like specifically pepper jack cheese.
Or if you go to the
And I-
grill at our university.
I guess, yeah,
Yeah,
but I
fair.
think pepper jack is just so good. The spices and stuff. It's
All right, Allie,
the pepper.
the Jack.
I feel like I shouldn't have a say because I've never had it.
All right.
so-
All right. Next up, we have full
That-
mozzarella.
Wait, what? We already had.
That's like the
feel-
small balls that you pair with
That
like
looks
crackers.
like Oaxaca cheese.
No, that is mozzarella.
No, it's not.
Yes, that is.
Look up Oaxaca cheese and tell me it doesn't look like that.
How do you spell that? You really think Aiden's gonna be able to spell Oaxaca too?
Oaxca.
Oax.
X. Oaxaca. ACA cheese.
That looks like a bun. No, I think we already passed that one. I think that was one in the package. Essentially.
Oh yeah, I think
No.
so.
We haven't passed it.
I've never had this anyways. I wouldn't
It's
have to say.
freaking delicious.
It might be this.
It looks good.
I mean, hey, let's go for it.
I've never had it.
Because I think Oaxaca cheese needs rated.
I've never heard of it either.
It's like, if I had to describe it.
Sure, we'll say that this is Oaxaca cheese.
All right.
Sure.
If I had
Cheese
to describe
enthusiasts watching be like, oh my god, they have everything
yeah, that's
raw.
It's definitely
Everything
That's not even
wrong.
mozzarella.
This is
That's
actually
not-
Swiss.
I mean, oh, it is the best, and it is the most underrated.
I have never even heard of it, so.
Never
It's
heard of
so
it. Never had it.
Never heard of it.
It's absolutely delicious.
All right.
Daniel's the only thing that matters.
Next up,
Fuck
mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Regular
I
mozzarella.
say just put it in the same place as the
Yeah,
other
seriously.
mozzarella.
It's the same thing. I don't really care.
You know
I
what?
rated
This
it as
one
mozzarella anyways.
slightly
so-
less underrated.
All right, don't know.
Slightly more underrated.
We got grated Parmesan.
Best.
Best, where overrated,
Best.
underrated.
The thing
It
about
is
Parmesan.
Perfect.
Overrated, underrated.
No.
Okay.
In the middle.
The thing about Parmesan is that, like, if you were to put in a little bit of like sawdust and mix it in with that, you couldn't tell the difference.
I think I could.
I could.
I
think
could.
I think I could. Sawdust doesn't taste good.
Have you tried it before, Daniel?
What,
Parmesan
sawdust?
does.
Yeah. No, I mean
Sawdust does not have a taste.
Parmesan mixed with.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Kim, when's the last
Okay.
time you ate sawdust?
I haven't.
All right,
eaten
what are you
but I've
rating
had
it?
Like in my
We're
mouth.
not
on
rating
that.
sawdust.
I'm rating
You
sawdust.
should.
Yeah, when's the last time-
You
No,
should rate sawdust.
Wait, hold up.
Up tier.
Real quick. What the hell is the green cheese?
This
No, I
thing?
noticed that it's Shrek cheese.
That?
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay,
That's
anyway.
weird. Daniel, just yeah.
Parmesan, I think it's again in the middle. I think it's completely overrated though. Like I'd put it. Okay, yeah, that's yeah.
All right. Cameron?
Parmesan. I think it's probably on the same level as mozzarella for me in terms of best and worst. I think it's actually like the same. I really think of them as interchangeable in my opinion. They're kind of like very similar. That green cheese is called Sage Derby.
All right. So that's where
Same.
Parmesan falls. Next up, we got Ghost Pepper Jack Cheese.
Don't have
Never
a
had it. Never had it, but I'd imagine it would be slightly
I can imagine
worse
that
than
being
pepper
absolutely
jack.
It would
delicious.
probably be about
But
there for you, I'm
underrated.
guessing.
Probably, yeah.
But that's
I
what it
really
is.
want to try that.
All right, this looks like provolone.
provolone.
Yeah,
I love
Yeah.
provolone.
provolone's the best,
Ooh.
man.
Yeah, provolone. I think it's slightly underrated.
Yeah,
it's
I feel like
definitely
not
up
enough
there.
people eat it on sandwiches.
People are more of a. I don't know. I feel like they think more of like
Swiss.
what the Parmesan
Yeah.
Swiss
All right.
side of things. Maybe
Next
American.
up, we got
Blanco,
I don't know.
Blanco.
I know that name, but I don't know what it is. So,
Cheese, obviously.
uh,
What do we
Right,
say?
next
That's
up.
cottage cheese.
that looks like cottage cheese.
I hate it. Terrible texture.
You gotta
Never
say
had it.
overrated, underrated.
Overrated. All like middle overrated.
All right, Daniel,
Never had it.
Cameron.
Say for me, it's probably like where Gouda is, in the middle,
All right.
Overrated, underrated.
like in the exact middle.
Okay.
Next up, we have sharp cheddar shredded. So
Sargento.
let's just
Sharp
say it is shredded cheese. You know.
Overall,
Yeah, because it's the only shredded cheese that was here.
The form of shredded cheese.
Yes,
Shredded
the
cheese
form of
is
shredded
great.
cheese.
It's just shredded cheese, you know. I mean, I don't really see a difference.
All right, Allie.
If we're talking about all shredded cheese, okay, go ahead, Allie. I guess.
I like my cheese shredded.
Over or under.
Probably overrated a little bit.
All right, Cam,
I agree with that placement
Daniel.
of
Yeah.
that.
I'd put it probably in the middle, if not a little higher than the middle. And then overrated, underrated, yeah, it's just where it was good.
All right, so it's a little bit above Parmesan. Swiss.
I'll
Oh.
go. It's middle worst, overrated middle as well. I don't like. Does not taste very good in my opinion.
All right, Allie.
I say it's in like the middle of like worst and best, and I don't really think it's overrated or underrated. So
Okay.
Agreed.
Cool.
All right.
Last cheese.
Now, finally. What are we saying?
What do we want to
Asiago cheese.
Sure.
what?
They'll say it's Asiago. I don't know
I've
if
I've
that's
Asiago.
never heard of that cheese.
You've never heard
It's
of
on
Asiago
bagels.
cheese?
normally. Like Asiago on a
I don't
bagel.
normally
I don't know
have
what that is.
bagels.
I mean, me either, but it's
Uh,
awesome.
I think it's the
Asiago is
most
expensive.
overrated cheese.
It might be white American. Oh no.
No, Asiago is already. We put that one in a corner already. For sure.
We
So we'll
should
just
say
throw
it's
that in
white
the corner
American.
also. All right. So
It's
this
fine.
is what we got. We have Asiago
Yeah.
being perfectly balanced as all things should be, and the winner being
Oaxaca.
provolone.
Fuck.
Yeah. And pepper jack. They're like in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one we can actually just continue to throw it over there.
You what the
All right.
There's not. You can't trust one person's opinion.
You all gotta eat some Oaxaca cheese. It's
Give
absolutely.
me some Oaxaca cheese.
I'm
then.
lactose intolerant.
Bring some up.
Take a
Why do you
lactose.
like lactose intolerance?
Why do you like? Why do you lactose intolerance?
I have
All right,
all
Dan,
of
what's
my
in the
toes.
news?
Okay. Dan, what's in the news from a few weeks ago for the listeners?
It could be months ago for the listeners.
No, we have a better.
Yeah,
editor.
don't come to us for your source of news.
Yeah, if you're
Until
coming to
next
us
season,
as like, this is where I find news.
It's more of a recap.
Bad fucking idea.
Don't. This is a recap of something that happened like 3 months ago for you guys, maybe.
For this season. Next season, we're gonna hope to make that better.
Yeah,
But
next season we got things set up.
I'm
so-
gonna be in charge of editing next season. So
which is it's a good thing.
yes.
Alrighty. Share my screen for you.
the way you look at the camera, not actually, but look at share my.
So I'm sharing my screen right now.
No, you're not.
Hey,
Alrighty.
How do I share my
So-
screen?
That's not supposed to be the first article, but we'll make it the first article.
Dude,
So,
why the
as
first
you can
article?
see on the screen, Tom Holland's Uncharted movie was delayed until 2022.
He's directing it?
No, he's acting it.
Wait, he does everything,
Right.
like Eddie
If
Murphy.
you remember, I was extremely excited for this one, or for this movie.
No.
I think it was during the Halloween episode.
Maybe.
It was.
Yes, yes, it was. I remember
I'm
hearing that
excited for
recently.
this movie because I'm a big fan of the Uncharted series, and it was pushed back. That's
Why?
COVID,
Um,
probably.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair.
all the
Speaking
complications.
of,
Corona.
follow that ad. You know, wear a mask.
Yeah.
That's,
Hey
Wear
guys,
a
here's,
fucking
here's a little
mask.
secret. If everyone were to wear a mask,
If we
there
could
wouldn't
just
be a
like
problem.
not do anything for 2 weeks, no one will have
I'm
COVID.
really-
Yeah. Anyway,
Any That's unfortunate.
Microsoft cancels Xbox Live price hike. Today we missed the mark. So, Microsoft announced a steep price increase for its Xbox Live membership.
Increase?
Increase.
Did I say
Wow.
increase?
Yes, you did, but it's okay.
Well, because it's a steep price increase.
It rhymes.
Wait. Did I say increase?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Did I say
It's
price
fine.
increase or price increase?
Price
It doesn't
increase.
matter.
All right, go ahead, go.
Anyway, that's really the end of that. They were going to increase prices. They
Well,
didn't.
I do.
You know.
I do. Yeah. Also, something they're doing as well is that they're making it where similar to PlayStation with like, I think it's what PlayStation does, where free games you can play online for free instead of having Xbox, like Fortnite, Apex,
Bro,
Yeah.
and games like
do
that.
Yes.
Yes.
Rocket League.
Yes, Rocket League.
Yeah.
Those are all
I
games you
forgot
can play
to-
online
No.
without that.
Yeah.
No, it's not free.
All right. Next up, Larry King, broadcasting legend. He died just I think earlier today, if not
Oh.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I just saw that
Yeah.
when I was looking.
wait,
like, a few hours ago.
refresh that page. 14
Wow.
hours ago. So yeah, he
In the
died
morning. Maybe.
sometime
What does it do to say?
between like.
Well, no, they don't issue an article the second he dies.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
No,
but
I know, but I was like
Sometimes
thinking.
the family
Like,
will wait a couple days.
well,
I
then-
think it was recent though.
But yeah,
Because
it was
I-
in the past couple days. But anyway, that's gonna
Yeah.
be.
I recognize the name, but I don't know who he is.
He's an
You
interviewer.
definitely know his
He's
voice. His voice, I think, is even more iconic than his face. and
Yeah, I
name.
recognize
Yeah.
that map background as well from the second
That.
picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
he
the
had a
B
show-
movie.
Yep, he was in the B movie. He was
Oh,
also
yeah.
in Shrek 2.
I mean, what a legend.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very sad.
R.I.P.
Wait, guys, the B movie is playing on Nickelodeon Wednesday,
Dude, it was on last
the
night.
27th, Thursday the 28th, Saturday the 30th, and Sunday the 31st. When are we watching it?
I've been following
Never.
Nickelodeon, and that was on for a little bit, and I was like, this is good.
This is-
Anywho, let's move away from
moving on.
to the next
Bernie
thing.
Sanders. I don't know if you know this man, but he became a meme recently. Again.
Oh my god, yes.
So there's a nice picture out there of him sitting there at the inauguration with his mittens, just kind of sitting like.
Being all cozy.
He's
He's kinda
cold.
slouched.
He's a cold old grandpa.
Well, he's bald.
Yeah.
Put on a hat. Anyway,
Doesn't have one.
He-
He's too
uh,
old to have.
they released a shirt or a sweatshirt. I think it's a crew neck.
That's a crew
Wait.
neck.
Yeah, with the picture, the image of him sitting like that, and it just says Bernie down the corner, and all proceeds are going to charity.
I've also seen people make stickers. I've seen people make like
Knit
other
stuff.
kinds of shirts and clothes. Yeah, I saw
Well-
someone made a crochet of it, and it
Oh my
was
God.
beautiful.
I've seen people put him on album covers.
Yeah.
I said
oh
it
my
before.
god.
We got Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory,
Great
Anthrax
album.
Among the Living, Korn, Life is Peachy.
Nice.
Yeah, there's some really good ones here.
I liked
Slip-
the corn one where like the
one I
original
said?
corn album.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the
that
subtitle.
was funny.
Is that on this one or no?
It is.
Guns N' Roses.
Yep, Guns N'
They,
Roses.
they did a
Oh
lot
my
of them.
god.
The
Opeth,
memes for this,
Matt
they're so stupid, but they're so funny. It's great.
Dude, this one's great.
Oh god, that is a good one. That's a pretty good
And then
one.
There
dude,
it
the
is.
one's my favorite.
My first recommended media.
It fits so well.
He's just sitting on a swing, rocking back to
Anyway,
the start.
My favorite
How are you?
instance of this entire meme is right here. Now,
God.
if you know the band Twisted Sister, they have a song called "Burn in Hell," and this
Oh,
is
God.
still from the music video.
Bernie hell. So what
And
what
D.
it's called.
Snyder just tweeted this out
Mhm.
saying, "You're gonna Bernie in hell," and that's Pee Wee
Yeah,
Herman.
that's
right
great. That's great.
there.
Yeah,
I mean, this one's also a great one.
yeah, that's pretty good. I mean,
Him in the back of Wayne's, from Wayne's World.
it's hard to
Whether
mess
it's
this up.
Bohemian Rhapsody. But yeah,
It's hard to mess a
Jesus
meme up like that. It's great. Good meme.
Yeah.
Good
So next
meme.
up, a new Microsoft patent aims to revive dead people as an AI chat bot.
Sorry?
What?
Huh?
Now,
And this,
No.
you're getting this from Loudwire? What in the world is this crossover episode
That is
about?
dangerous.
Does not make any sense.
it's
So Loudwire's reporting something from Microsoft about making dead people into AI bots.
because Loudwire is talking about like the implementation of using it to
Oh,
bring
that's fair.
back musicians,
That makes sense. Because I was gonna say it makes what are they doing with that?
which brings up a question of morality. Like, is it respectful to
It's
these dead people to like bring them back and be like, yeah, this is them now. They're a bot that you can talk to.
That'd be awesome.
I think it would depend.
It would be
Yeah.
awesome, but I don't think it's very respectful.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think
I
for
mean-
some reasons it would be helpful though.
I don't
To
like
potentially
that
clear some
idea.
things up.
Well, not to bring back their conscience, but just to replicate. Like, if you're, it's a short article. If you read it, it's just like using, like what we know of whenever they were alive, using
Yeah.
interviews and stuff like that to create a personality that's much like that.
No.
Which I don't think
That's
that's
like
I mean,
no, that's
I-
like dishonoring them.
yeah.
I don't know. It depends because it's not like we haven't seen that been done before in certain ways, like with movies
Well,
and
no, but that's a little different though, because that wasn't creating a personality. That was taking
well, yeah.
someone's likeness and forming it to the character.
I don't know. I think it depends on what they use it for. It really depends. If
It
it's just like
doesn't
out
say-
in the, if it's just like out on the internet, then no. But like if it's more for a something, I don't know, something more meaningful somehow. I don't know what that would be, but
So what would
Yeah.
they do? Would they just like probe dead people's brains and like
No, like
no,
make them into a program?
no, like I
You already
explained
said it.
earlier. They would just take what we know about them from like whenever they were alive and get clips of interviews and stuff like that, and like create a personality or like use those and have an AI learn from that and end up being that person.
I think it's a terrible idea.
I don't like
Yeah, I
it.
think it's awful.
I thought you were saying like they're actually gonna take their brain and like
Well, I think
see
that's even
how
worse,
it's
to be
thinking.
honest.
that would be I would
Yes, that would
That-
be
that would be
very bad also. But
bad.
like you know how like some people like are able to be like, hey, whenever I die, give my body to science. Like if musicians want to
Yeah.
do that and try to see
There's-
if they're able to recreate them into like a program, not
There's either a famous actor or a famous musician that is like we have their brain frozen on ice for once we get technology to that point. I forget who it is, but
let's look
Yeah.
that up. All right, go ahead and
let's figure it
go
out.
on and
Anyway.
I'll look it up.
This is a nice quick one. Mountain Dew is releasing a body pillow.
Of
Dan,
course.
are you getting one, Dan?
I might.
Tell us truthfully.
Tape a picture.
My
of Jimmy's
my
face
chemistry
on it.
teacher likes Mountain Dew. Should I get him one?
No, where the hell are you gonna send it?
I'll drop it off at his office on campus.
I don't- Well, you and I have the same teacher, and he says he's not at his office that much.
Well, I don't know. I mean, obviously as of late, but like in terms of when COVID's over,
Yeah, maybe.
I'll save it for. No, I wouldn't do that. But that's
but anyway.
weird, but also not surprising.
Yeah, there's a Mountain Dew
Oh,
body
I see the
pillow.
next one. Why? Why the next one?
Okay, so
What is this about?
if you know the name Gwyneth Paltrow, there are probably two things that you think of. Maybe three if you're a meme lord. You think of Iron Man.
Why'd you say it like that? It sounds so serious.
You think of Iron Man. You think of her company, Goop.
Mhm.
And you think of the fact that she released a candle that smells like her vagina.
Yes.
This is the candle was
I know
released
roughly
a
this.
while ago. The candle is
Yes.
old news.
Even
but-
older than this somehow.
The new news is that a woman's house exploded because of the
Okay.
candle.
How does that work?
I don't know. But uh it's just
Dan, could you be
That's
thinking of
how.
Ted Williams or John Henry Williams?
it might be John Henry Williams.
How
I'm
does that even happen?
disgusted.
Are you?
But
I
anyway,
don't know. How is Avengers
she
Endgame a
has a
six
candle
spending
that
movie?
smells like her yeah, and it exploded.
Stop.
And
Why would you even make a vagina candle?
because she's insane.
I mean, it's like I kind of I understand it in terms of like Kanye West type deal, and it's a weird connection.
How are you
right?
talking about Kanye West?
They do something extremely weird, and it ends up potentially it could work. You know, you look
I
at
mean,
the
it sold out in seconds.
exactly. Think about the what was I gonna say? Well, even like the Mountain Dew body pillow. Why? Why would you? Many people would ask
Because
that.
there are
but, like,
Mountain
why
Dew
not?
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know, there
There's-
aren't Gwyneth Paltrow stands.
So there is somewhere. They'll probably eat this up.
I
They
mean,
probably
if anyone remembers from last
don't
podcast, which you
take
should
that
watch,
spectrum.
I brought up the YouTuber Moist Critical. He is he has both vagina candles because there's a different kind that smells like a different scent. But anyway,
Okay. Wow.
So is it like a
Uh,
fishy smell? Like what?
I was gonna make the joke, but I didn't really want to.
oh, I just fell on the metal cage that I put my candles in.
Okay.
Very fitting.
Anyway,
Maybe we'll have to do a smell test one time.
Oh
No.
God, no.
no, the candles are sold out. The candles are
No,
from like
if they restock them.
I
at
don't
any
think
point
they
in time.
will because they stocked them once in early 2020, and I
Well,
don't
maybe
think
since they maybe they won't anymore. Who knows?
I don't know.
Which,
I think
again, how
since
was that?
they set a woman's house on fire, or I think it was just a room. The house did not burn down. It was just it caught fire. I know that sounds stupid
I
to say.
mean,
Oh,
it
the
might
candle
have
caught fire.
it might have been like a person's fault. Like maybe they left the candle unattended or something.
It could.
Like why is
Or a
it
gas
the
leak.
It's the word
candle's fault?
exploded.
Oh, a gas leak. You never know.
The candle exploded and emitted huge flames with bits flying everywhere.
Well, that happens if you run a candle, like if all of the wax gets melted
Yeah, that's
while it's liquid. The
Yeah.
glass can get so hot that it just blows up.
so that could be user error.
That
See, this
definitely
is-
it
seems
sounds
like
like it
user
is.
error.
It seems
But
extremely
also,
difficult to make a
it could
candle
be
explode
something
magically.
inside the candle. We don't know.
But it's just a candle, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
what would
Okay, but, like-
explode? What would make it?
I don't think there's anything special about it.
other than it
I
smells
don't
like a
know what
vagina.
kind of juices they put in that candle.
Her juices, and I don't think she's
Mm.
explosive.
Oh.
I don't think she's explosive. So
So that's what's in
Um,
the news.
Oh
I'm surprised
God.
you brought all that up, but you didn't even mention how Biden is officially
Yeah.
president of the United States, which that happened.
I mean, I
recently.
here in what's in the news, we try to stray away from politics.
I mean, it's not really
But yes.
political. It's just, I mean, it is, but like,
I mean,
that one
New
just
president.
it is
He's just the
completely
next
political, but also it is. He's a
common
president
knowledge.
of
He's just
the
you
United
should know that.
States, the most
Yeah.
powerful person in the United States for the next 4 years.
If you haven't
well,
met
the most
Nicolas
powerful single
Cage,
person.
What, Dan?
But
you
yeah.
haven't met me. Apparently, I'm pretty strong. I'm
This man
single.
has never met Zuckerberg.
I mean,
Anywho,
Anyway,
what about the fact
so-
that Elon Musk is now the richest person in the world?
He is.
Yes,
He beat Jeff Bezos.
he has surpassed Jeff Bezos. Elon Musk is now worth over $2.2 billion.
Good. I hate Jeff Bezos.
I mean, $202 billion, not 2.2.
Cool. All right. Anywho,
That's
Aidan.
Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody? I'm TTV Roaster YT, and this is my my stream. Today we're
Oh,
gonna be
sorry, I
playing some
forgot to
Would You
mention,
Rather with my friends. All right.
Wow.
So since we have the special guest, the most special guest that we have had so far, you'll go first.
Oh, that sounds biased.
All
That's
right.
a little biased, just kidding.
Well, I don't think you guys would want to think about answering this question, because this is just the toughest Would You Rather questions. First question: would you rather peel all your nails off of your fingers, or pull out all of your teeth?
Nails.
Half my teeth are already pulled out.
Nails, because as a kid, I did that with my toes. So, and I survived. Teeth is different.
Okay, Daniel, would you rather know how you die or when you die?
Okay. Anyway.
Can I not know either?
You gotta know one.
No. It's a would you rather. It's not.
How you die, when you die. And
feel
once you
so-
hear the answer, you will know forever.
You can't fucking unhear something like that.
No.
Ugh. I don't know.
You're gonna die 5 seconds ago, Dan.
Cool.
I said 5
I didn't
seconds
have-
ago.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
counting backwards. Sorry.
5, 3, 4, 3, 2,
know.
4, 1.
Sorry, I accidentally held it in.
Dan, how or when?
When?
Wow.
Wrong choice.
Wrong
That's
choice.
okay.
Okay. Cameron.
Because you'll be waiting for that day.
Cameron, would you
You're
rather
very scared
smell
everyone.
like poo or only smell poo that no one else can smell?
Or smell like Gwyneth Paltrow's
Mm.
vagina.
Would you rather
I'll
smell
take
like
the-
poo and not know about it, or constantly smell poo that no one else can smell?
I'll smell the poo myself.
For shit.
Poo caca. I'll smell the poo caca on others that no one or that other people can't smell.
That's fair. You'll
I'm
get used
saving
to it at
people's
some point.
noses. Okay.
You'll get used to
It's
it. at
one
some
person
point.
suffering, to everyone else that's around me. So
It's a
rather
constantly
choose-
changing poop smell.
that's fine.
All right, Allie, would you rather be forced to wear wet socks for the rest of your life, or only be allowed to wash your hair once a year?
Only be allowed to wash your hair once a year.
Whoa.
Because
You hate wet
There's,
socks so
like,
much?
products that I could use to make it look nice. I could just shave it off
That's
and
fair.
like have a buzz cut.
Sure.
And that would be fun.
Bald,
Hey.
bald,
Oh,
bald.
Bald.
I feel like that's fair. I would probably say the
Yeah.
same person.
All right, Dan, would you rather be itchy for the rest of your life, or would you rather be sticky for the rest of your life?
Ew.
I'm already both. Just make it better for me.
Oh.
I'd rather be itchy.
All right.
Because I feel like
Quick question. Is it sticky all over or sticky in a certain areas? Because if it
All
was certain
over.
areas,
Itchy all over,
Okay.
sticky all over.
itchy because whenever it comes to itches, I have pretty good self-control. So
I don't.
Not if you're itching constantly, though. I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit of a different thing. But anyways,
All right, Cameron.
if you're
Would you
bite-
rather spend 5 years in solitary confinement in prison but become filthy rich, or never go to prison but never become rich?
well, I'll take my chances and not go to prison.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Allie, would you rather never have access to the internet again, or never be able to take a plane anywhere again?
We're taking a boat to Australia.
I would say never take a plane.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just other form of transportation.
Boat.
AKA
He'll just
boat.
take one.
Boat.
Helicopter.
Spaceship.
Helicopter.
Monkey.
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 Submarine.
Go back, I want to be monkey.
Go back, I want to be monkey. Oh wait, I forgot to
Yeah.
click along with them. I forgot that they tell you. Alright, Allie said she'd rather have nails. 73% agree. Daniel said when. 47% agree. Cameron said smell poo. 83% agree. Allie said wash your hair once a year. 56% agree. Dan said be sticky. Itchy, I mean. He said itchy. 60% agree. Cameron
That's
said
fair.
avoid prison. 59 agree. Allie said never take plane. 70% agree. Daniel, would you rather have a dog with a cat's personality or a cat with a dog's personality?
A cat with a dog's personality. That'd be
That
freaking
would be
awesome.
awesome.
That would
That would be awesome. It's the best of both worlds. Come on.
Yeah.
All right,
Awesome.
Cameron, would you rather have hiccups
how many
for the
people
rest
agree?
of your life? Oh, 64.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a full cat.
A dog. Imagine a dog that just like either is
Imagine
really
a
just
cat
sleeps
pant.
around the whole time.
Yeah,
Or like
a cat that would
Right.
actually like walk up and just lay down with you.
Oliver
Yeah.
does
But
And
like
But not all
Only
cats are like that though.
that. This is true.
basically
Not-
every dog's like that.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they were
Bork, bork, bork.
fortunate
Can't
situations.
get it. Ow, ow,
Bork, bork, bork. Ow,
Ow,
ow.
ow.
Okay.
Cameron,
What about me hiccuping?
would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life or always feel the need to sneeze but not be able to do it?
The Need to Sneeze. That's a great movie title as well. Need to Sneeze. Hiccups are so annoying. I couldn't.
69% agree.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, Allie, would you never be able to use social media again, or never be able to watch a movie or a TV show?
Never be able to watch movie or TV show because I don't really watch those already. So
16% agree.
That's fair.
figured.
I feel like a lot of people would be like, I can finally get myself off of social media
Yeah.
with this.
Daniel, would you rather go back to the past and meet your loved ones who passed away, or go to the future to meet your children and grandchildren?
The future. Because I know a lot about
Good answer.
43% agree. I'd rather
They're
see
wrong.
I'd rather
They
see
are
the
wrong.
past, because you don't know what
No.
could happen. They could release something that makes you live a long time. So you would meet your children and grandchildren anyways. I mean, obviously you would probably meet your children.
Yeah, but like if you
Like-
go back in time,
grandchildren
If you go back
and
in
great
time-
grandchildren.
you can mess something up.
No, just go
That's the
like
I'm thinking I would take that question as more of a time
More of a
travel.
future situation.
I didn't
Yes,
think
but
to it like that. I thought of it more
would
like,
always
hey,
choose
you
to
can go
either.
talk to your relatives that have died a long time ago and nothing bad happens.
But the thing is, my family, like, we know a lot about what my family has done and where they've been. So it's like, if I already know that, why go back to it?
So you can talk to
Fair.
them, but whatever.
Plus, I want to see what my future kids are like.
Cheerio! They just start talking a little
Daniel.
English and
Shut up. Cameron,
stuff.
would you rather get a paper cut every time you touch something or bite your tongue every time you eat something?
Well, Cam doesn't.
I've never had a paper cut, so
Still
I
can't
think I'm
believe
just
that.
I'm invincible to that. So
You just
I'll
have
take
really thick skin.
because I don't know. I also never got stung by a bee or a wasp, to my knowledge, unless it really didn't hurt that bad. An actual answer would probably just be the biting my tongue, because I feel like paper cuts. I don't know how they feel, but I'd imagine they hurt more. And you also physically
It's
bleed.
more like the paper attempts to cut you.
Yeah,
But
if it was that-
39% agree with bite your tongue.
uh,
All right, Allie, would you
Oh,
rather
boy.
find true love or win the lottery?
Win the lottery because I already found love.
Wow.
Aw.
Aw.
Wow, way to flex on me, Chad.
44% agree. All right,
Thanks for
Daniel.
If I win the
Flexing.
lottery, I can buy you your donk house.
I thought
for
you
ya.
were straight up said why you.
I could buy you.
I could.
I mean, hey,
For the right price.
Daniel,
20 bucks. 20 bucks.
would you rather sell
Aiden
all
just
of your
goes up to
possessions?
Aidan just goes up to one of those price check things at Target, scans his forearm, and it's like, fuck, I'm only $20.
He gets a tattoo for his on his wrist. It's a barcode.
Just says $20 is $20 whenever it pops
Oh
up.
my god.
Yeah. It's like, alright then. I guess that's it.
Allie. I should just get a coupon for buy one get one 20-piece buckets at Chick-fil-A. I mean, not Chick-fil-A, KFC.
I got a coupon. Can I use it?
All right, Daniel. Would you rather sell all of your possessions or sell one of your organs?
He must have taken.
I don't need an appendix.
Exactly.
You don't-
And they
you
can
don't need-
cost a lot of money to donate.
You don't need a lot of
Dude,
things.
just sell your possessions to yourself. But 59% agree.
True. I'll sell them to Gina.
All right,
Like, thanks, for
Cameron,
Gina.
for the final question. If the other two want to answer it, you can. But this is
You're not allowed. It's
I
mine.
don't know. No. Cameron, would you rather lick a smelly person's armpit or chew
Thanks
on
for
their
this.
rotten toenail?
I legitimately.
Is there hair on the armpit?
Yes.
Uh,
The picture
Toenail.
is yes, and the toenail does look fugly.
at least I'm not swallowing it, so I can chew it and brush my teeth after. It's fine.
No.
But you have to, you gotta
Yeah.
bite it off of their foot.
Oh, is that what you mean?
You
Yeah.
need to rip and tear.
You
Then
gotta,
I'll-
you gotta
I'll-
lick
then
a
I'll-
smelly person's armpit. So you gotta lick their deodorant, and
Well, they may not have deodorant.
Yeah,
or
I
they
don't think
might
they
not
would have
have deodorant.
deodorant on.
But it
I'll
could
do
just be
that.
old deodorant. Or you're gonna
I'll do
bite
that.
somebody's toenail off at their toe.
I'm gonna lick it.
Dude, I'm licking that.
You're gonna lick it? 88%
lick
agree
it.
with you. Good answer. Good answer.
Nasty,
I
dude.
feel like it really depends on the situation, but
Yes.
Ooh.
Well, thank you for joining me with the
You're
Would You
welcome.
Rather. This is actually, it seemed like it was taking a long time, but we're actually
well,
we're almost at
we
the
didn't
end.
have a lot of news.
No.
Yeah, we didn't
It
have a
was
lot
good.
of news. Also, we just had a lot of stuff.
We had
We
a lot of
on
cheese.
Discord for a while.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
cheese.
let's take it on to the very spicy hot takes.
Why is it so spicy?
Why is it so spicy? All right, so this week it was Haven and Daniel, but we don't got Haven this week.
Who's
So-
Raven?
If Allie has any hot takes, you can say them, but you might not thought of any. That's fine. But go ahead, Daniel. Say your two hot takes.
All right. So my first one has to do with what's in the news. It has to do with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Okay.
Her company Goop is like, it's not good. If you don't know anything about
Okay.
the company, they push a lot of pseudoscience. It's a lot of like essential oils, like using drugs for medical purposes, like in the sense of like hallucinogenics. It's
They're just
just
looking for a good time, not a long time.
well, no, because she means for it to be like.
She's looking for a good time and a long time, then.
But I think it's like it's toxic because like her main audience is either old people that sit at home and can't do
You want vagina candle?
no, or like
Right.
impressionable teenagers.
So what is your hot take?
Is that it is a toxic company.
Okay,
Yeah.
I agree.
It's pushing pseudoscience. It's saying like, oh, you don't need to go to the doctor for this. Like this
Oh,
is the cure.
I agree then.
I agree from what you're saying because I'm not knowledge enough on.
Yeah, like
Her
I
company.
haven't heard of it ever.
I've heard of it before,
I've
but
only
I had
heard
no
of the
idea what it was.
vagina
I thought that they just made vagina candle.
I
No.
never heard of
Like
that
they
at
have-
all. So
They apparently have stickers that they've captured frequencies in. Like they'll have a sticker that is rated to be 100 hertz.
Man, that hurts. to
And
hear.
it's like, hey, you slap that on your wrist, you feel the energy, man. Like the energy is
oh
just coursing.
god.
All right, what's your second hot
Uh,
take?
Yeah.
Second hot take. I didn't think of one.
Hey, that's fine. Hot takes
no,
were just
I got
like
one.
to
No,
show.
I got one. Maybe. Hold
Alright.
up. Just
Well, Cameron,
I-
you can start bringing up your inspirational quote while Daniel
yeah,
attempts to
can't
think of
start. So like, Okay, here's the thing.
Okay, let's hear it.
The quality of YouTube content has been slowly declining, or at least what's popular on YouTube, like in the trending page, has been declining over the years.
I don't pay attention to the trending page, so I do not know.
I kind of disagree that it's declining. I just think it's switching over.
Okay.
Because
It's switching to what's more popular.
yeah, I just think because it's changing to fit the younger generations, like the new middle schoolers and like elementary schoolers. Like I feel like it's switching to fit the generation that is coming up, because like our generation is growing older, so we tend to not really watch YouTube as much. So then,
That's
like
what
it's like
It's more
Well-
like we already
I like
know
YouTube.
the crowd and the videos that we want to watch. We're
Yeah.
probably less experimental with what we want to watch.
like a lot of YouTubers that we would have watched as kids are leaving YouTube. But
Sadly.
then also, yeah, sadly. But then there's new YouTubers like Addison Rae, Charlie D'Amelio, like in all of them that
TikTok.
the new generations really like, so they watch them and not watch what we would watch as
Right.
children. So I think it's like
Wow.
flipping.
Charlie
Wow.
D'Amelio is like, "Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel." And today it's like, I just
Right.
find her extremely annoying.
Cameron, what do you
Yeah,
yes.
but the younger generation
I'm dancing.
likes
I get
it,
what
so
you're saying. though.
YouTubers fitting to that.
So I
To
did
us,
some
it could be
research.
declining, but
Yeah,
To them, it's just that's what they like.
it's increasing in good content for them. But so looking at the trending page at the moment, top videos, Mr. Beast. YouTuber called Unspeakable, never heard of them. Eminem dropped a new song apparently 9 hours ago. Didn't know that.
I'm about to listen to that after we finish up.
I feel like looking at this, the trending page includes a lot of, I'd say like a third of it is music slash other like companies, because there's a Brawl Stars thing here, which I think is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then a lot of it, the rest of it is like actual content creators. But in terms of if it's declining, I'd say based off of what I'm seeing, I don't know most of these people except for Mr. Beast.
It's
So
just
I
like
can't-
it
can't-
tends to be a lot of clickbait, either that
Yeah,
or it's like late night, like Jimmy Fallon. will
yeah.
always be on
I
the
say
page. They have
I
a
feel
spot
like-
reserved for Jimmy Fallon.
I think it's not necessarily, it's declining in terms of it's not doing what I think trending should be doing for YouTube. It should be showing the trending, like actual YouTubers who are on the up and up, not
Well,
like companies and musicians and stuff as much. Because I feel like the trending page, I feel like, is a good way to show the new and upcoming creators who are most popular, and not just like who kind of like need that exposure, and not the like Jimmy Fallon and SNL and music and companies and gaming companies and stuff like that. So I will agree with you, but for a different reason.
okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
All right,
Alright,
that was
so-
this week's hot takes.
As we wind it down from the heat of the hot takes, which were hot, maybe not. We're gonna have some inspirational quotes here because we need some inspiration sometimes. Because sometimes times can be tough, and you might need that extra inspiration to get through life. So
It's for you,
during Corona.
here is the inspirational quote. With satisfying irony comes satisfying awareness.
It's loading still.
Well, I read it,
I see
and
it.
you'll see it.
I don't know why you don't see
I
it.
see it now. Yes, with
Yes, with
satisfying
satisfying-
irony becomes satisfying awareness.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think that really speaks a lot about a lot of things. It's
The
up to your
world we live
interpretation of.
And
Uh,
Yes.
yes.
So
the
Very
current
inspirational.
situation of barred soap
moving on from that inspirational quote, let's wind it
Yeah.
down for the last topic of today, and that is all about Cameron and his recommended media.
And
And
Allie's recommended media.
Oh yeah, she has one.
I'll go first. I'll let the guest end the episode with their recommended media. So mine, there's been a few mentions of this. We've even seen the album cover in What's in the News, which I was not expecting. So obviously, I had you guys listen to Korn's self-titled album back on Halloween, whenever we recorded our third episode. I'm gonna be taking you down to the next album that they have, Life is Peachy, their second album, which kind of this is when they started really in popularity, to then where they were like the kind of the top band of that genre of new metal. So I just need to I bookmarked the Wikipedia page because I do want to say the good old time it came out, because I can't think of whenever it came. I think it was 96, I believe. It was 1996.
It was 96.
Yeah. That's when it came out. The album cover, pretty cool, in my opinion. Similar to the self-titled in terms of how it feels, I guess. But yeah, this album for me, I'm more recommending it. It's in the top 10.
You saw the
album
second
for
to
me.
last song, just called Acid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Who
this
is it
is a
Twist,
Korn.
Chi, Lost,
Korn.
Swallow, Porno Creep, Good God,
Yes.
Mr. Rogers.
Ka.
What would that
Yeah.
be?
Well, it's
like a
it's supposed to be, bleep this out. It's supposed to be with a K and a Z at the end. But yes.
No Place to Hide, Wicked, Adidas, Lowrider, Ass Itch, and Kill You Twist.
Yeah. So this album,
writer.
this is their transition to, they kind of added more groovy stuff to their stuff in terms of the guitar work. It's
I know a couple songs
probably-
off this album.
Yes, I'd say it's still as heavy as the first album. So Aidan, I don't know if you'll end up liking any of these songs.
Which one was
Who's
the one
the-
with
what-
like the really long last song where the guy just broke down in
Daddy.
the studio?
That was
Was that
Daddy.
Korn?
Yes.
Self-titled.
Okay.
Which you'll find out that is how the last song is on this one, but
Kill
a
You?
little bit less.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait,
So
what is the album title and the artist?
Life is
is
Peachy.
Peachy by Korn.
Ah, okay.
Yes. I'm recommending this mainly because it's chronological, but I really like this album anyways. I've been jamming to it recently because I usually listen to the album in preparation to recommend it, but yeah, I think it's a pretty good album. There's not as many popular songs.
I mean, I can think of one.
A few. I mean, yeah, Adidas is their most well-known song off this.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, but overall, interested to see what you guys think, and we will tell Haven to listen to this, and then whatever Allie recommends, we'll
Yes.
look into that as well. So, Allison, what do you have for us?
I also have an album to recommend, and it is by Melanie Martinez, who was my fourth choice in the top 5. And it's the album Cry Baby. It is both on Apple Music and Spotify. Aidan, it is
deluxe
already
edition?
on ours, just so you know.
Is
And
it
it
Edition?
yes,
Okay.
it's like a pink cover with a cloud and her.
I have seen the
Rain.
cover before and heard of this album before. I've never heard anything from it.
10 million
It
monthly
is-
listeners.
An older album. It's from 2015. But I thought this album is like one of my favorites, and I like all of the songs on it. And I thought it's like a good introduction to her and her style of music. And if you like, you can look at some of the music videos for some of the songs, because that really kind of shows what she's like, and it kind of makes more sense.
Is this the one with the movie?
No, this is not the one with the movie.
Okay.
That is a more recent album, but that one was really long and it wasn't my favorite. So that's why I chose Crybaby, because it's
Okay.
more of my favorite and a good introduction.
Okay.
Cool.
If you
So-
guys want, to the listeners, I have a playlist of every recommended media, like every music recommended media. So we can probably drop a link to that in the description below. So if you guys want to check that out, check out prior recommended medias. If you're watching this after it came out, maybe future recommended medias, it's all there.
Yes.
What is the title
What is it called,
of the
just in
playlist,
general?
Carl?
It is called. I really had to think about this name because I didn't want it to be like too boilerplate, but I also wanted it to be kind of creative.
Let me guess.
So I
Recommended
called
media.
I called it recommended media.
I think that's brilliant. I mean,
Yeah.
that might be your best idea.
I mean,
since
I think it's
recommended
a
media.
little bit too on the nose, but I'm
No, I think it's good. I think it's good.
okay.
Yeah. Fun facts: these two albums, 19 years apart. Pretty crazy. That is pretty
Whoa.
crazy.
Yeah,
Because they're very different times.
it is on
different.
Spotify.
This album
Yeah,
is the album that made me like her, and
Alright.
that got me hooked on her music. I
Alright.
don't know if you guys would like them, because of your music taste. It's very different, but I hope something will be positive for it.
Okay.
Even maybe would be the one to like it, because maybe one of the
Maybe.
songs did
This is
show up on
such a
TikTok.
weird mix.
What,
We have 13, Tala, Jim Croce, Korn, 4 Year Strong, Beartooth, more Korn, and then Melanie Martinez.
Hell yeah!
You're welcome.
You got some new metal. You got to mix in some like folk rock.
As of right now, we have 6 hours and 19 minutes on this playlist
Yep.
Good
with
start.
103 songs.
0 followers.
Go follow it right now.
1 follower,
You don't have a Spotify.
but I use Allie's.
Yeah.
I know. But yeah, so
Okay, hold up. Also, this is just kind of a shameless plug for a playlist I've been listening to. Sea Shanties that drop my panties.
oh god.
Absolutely amazing.
All right, so thank you all for listening to this episode of the Boys in the Bathroom podcast. Missing one of the boys, adding one of the boys. We got Allie. So,
Yeah.
goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. Thank you all for
Good
joining in.
morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
Good morrow.
Baba booey.